And now, Mike's thoughts.
All right, guys. Jordan Addison, the man, the myth, the legend. Somebody needs to go get your boy, get in his ear right now, and tell them as most kindness as you can. Because his talent is real. The production is real. But these off-the-field issues, they're starting to become headline after headline after headline. Guys, simply put, that is a problem. In this league, perception turns into reality really, really fast. Teams do not care about how smooth your route tree is if they start questioning your judgment. I'm not here to pile on, but I'm here about accountability. Jordan Addison, you are a young star with a massive opportunity in front of you, and the distractions like this are now career stalls before you even really take off. Somebody in the Minnesota Vikings building, coach, veteran, mentor, whoever, has to pull him to the side and say, you're better than this. You need to lock in. Because the NFL does not wait. It does not give unlimited chances. And if Jordan Addison wants to be talked about for touchdowns instead of trouble, it is time to grow up. It is time to tighten up. It is time to let the play do the talking and your off-the-field issues shut the door. Guys, talent opens the door, but discipline keeps you in the door. Jordan Addison, do better, be better. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw, steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off, get it hype. This man, our sport talk. Yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman, everybody bringing heat. You don't really wanna try them. Hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it. This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation? Guys, welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. I'm so glad you're rolling with us today. Guys, before we jump into today's action, head over to manhourradio.com. That's where you find all the exclusive merchandise, the freshest of the freshest blogs, and everything's happening with the Man Hour show. So, guys, if you're rocking the Man Hour, that is a spot to do it. Now, remember, hit the like button, hit the share button. Of course, share this with a couple friends as well, because sharing is caring at the end of the day. But if you guys would like some merchandise, head over to manhourradio.com. But if you want the full Man Hour experience, guys, become a Big Sim Pundit. That is our weekly, or that is our members-only community where you get free entry into weekly NFL pick'ems, giveaways, exclusive merchandise, and bonus live streams only the Pick Sim Pundits get. So if you want that next level access, guys, join the squad today. Now remember, this is a live interactive show, so drop your thoughts, drop your hottest of the hottest takes, and your comments down below, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you and your opinions. Guys, we got a great show for you lined up today, and we are going to talk about the one and only Drake Maye today. We're going to talk about a little bit of Matthew Stafford, and then we're going to preview the AFC Championship game. That is the Denver Broncos taking on the New England Patriots. It's all about streaks. It's all about road warriors. It's all about home warriors. It's going to be upset in the making. But there's already some upsets happening across the NFL landscape. And John Harbaugh, a little bit of power struggle. Sean McDermott is still in the mouth of the Buffalo Bills a little bit. Like, what's going on there? Was Coleman really Sean McDermott's guy? Is Brandon Beane putting the blame on everybody else? Guys, we'll talk about that. We've got to welcome some people in the chat. We got my man, Jim Powell. He said, what up? What is up, Jim? What is up? Hope you had a good old day, brother. Jim is the CEO of the Pigskin Pundits.
Pigskin Pun. Get you some.
Guys, be like Jim and hit the membership tab down below. $4.99 a month. free entry into weekly NFL Pick'ems, free merchandise every quarter. Oh, man, it is very, very nice. Another Pigskin Pun is in the chat.
Pigskin Pun. Get you some.
John Peoples is in the chat today as well. What is up, John? He says, what up, man, our nation? John, hope you're having a good old day, man. I hope you're having a good old day. Guys, once the studio gets more put together, I have some more posters here. I'm going to put the GOAT right here. I'm going to put the top 5 quarterback that he is right here. I'm going to put a little bit of black and silver right there. I got a lot of stuff happening here on the Man Hour, but we're going to get the regular microphone back. We got to, this is a popping today for some reason. It's giving me a little bit of weird vibes. But guys, welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. And we got to start off with the AFC Championship Preview. That is the one and only Denver Broncos taking on the highly surging New England Patriots. Guys, Man Hour Nation, buckle up for this one. The New England Patriots guys are heading into Mile High Stadium with the perfect 8-0 record. And with the trip to the Super Bowl on the line, standing in their way, the Denver Broncos. One of the toughest home teams in all of NFL football. This just isn't a game. This is history versus altitude. This is road dominance versus home field reality. And if you're a Patriots fan, if you're a Broncos fan, hell, if you just love NFL football chaos, you are in the right spot. Guys, let's start off with the first headline that jumps off the page at me when we look at this game. The New England Patriots guys are 8-0 on the road this season. That jumps off the screen. That screams confidence. But here's a little bit of wrinkle that matters. Only one of those 8 road wins came against a team that finished with a winning record. That was Buffalo back in week 5. That's saying a little something now. It's still on the road. You're still winning division games. You beat the Buffalo Bills. You're still winning those 8-0 games, right? But now contrast that with the Denver Broncos. Guys, the Broncos have won 15 of their last 18 home games. This building matters. This altitude matters. The noise matters. And historically, the Patriots are 0-4 in the postseason in Denver. Every single time they come to Mile High Stadium in January, they have left disappointed. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel was asked about the altitude, and I absolutely loved his answer. No tricks, no gimmicks, no excuses. Mike Vrabel straight up said it takes time to acclimate, but they're not about changing anything. Just be conditioned. Just be ready. Just play football. That tells me something very, very important. This Patriots team is not scared of the moment. They're not blaming the mountains. They're not blaming the snow. They're not blaming the altitude. They're being prepared. They are ready to prepare. They're ready to dominate the Denver Broncos, and that's flat out leadership. Rookie safety Craig Woodson said a lot of players are clearly feeling it. We are 8-0 on the road. We don't need to change anything, Woodson said. Listen, that's not arrogance. That is a belief in this team. That is a belief in the system. This team expects to win anywhere. Plane rides, buses, loud stadiums, cold weather, altitude, it doesn't matter. The Patriots are here to do work and punch your baby's mama in the mouth over and over and over again. But belief only takes you so far in January, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the true X factor. Broncos quarterback, Jarrett Stidham. Not Bo Nix. He's out with that broken ankle. I saw this meme floating around the old interwebs today saying that Bo Nix is going to start versus the New England Patriots. Stop it. The man had surgery in, I believe it was Alabama on Tuesday. Come on. But Jarrett Stidham is a former Patriot. He knows the building in Foxborough. He knows the culture. He knows how New England prepares for situations like this. This is his first start since 2023, and that's massive. Now, the Broncos are not asking him to be Superman. They're asking him to manage the game, protect the football, and let the defense and the crowd do the heavy lifting, much like what they do with Bo Nix, game manager at best. And historically, this matchup has been simple. New England is 1-4 all-time against the Denver Broncos in the postseason. Every single one of those times, the home team has won. Now, let's zoom out. Let's take a deep breath and look at this a wide-angle lens. The Patriots have 11 conference championship wins, the most in NFL history. The Denver Broncos has 8. They are tied for second of most all time. This isn't new territory for any of these franchises. This is legacy football. But this version of the Patriots hasn't proven it in this building. And this version of the Broncos hasn't turned their stadium into a nightmare for visitors yet. But guys, here's where I stand. The Patriots' road record is impressive. It's a little inflated, but still 8-0 is very, very effective. Denver's home dominance has been real. Altitude plus crowd plus a defense that feeds off momentum is a real different animal. And history keeps tapping us on the shoulder. The Patriots do not win playoff games in Denver. The Patriots do not win playoff games in Denver. Listen, get off me of that. The Broncos do not lose conference title games at home. The Broncos do not lose conference playoff games at home. Get off of that. Guys, listen. The streak ends on Sunday. The Denver Broncos do not protect home field advantage. The Denver Broncos do not punch their ticket to the NFL Super Bowl. And the Patriots remind everybody that there's still a problem in January. Guys, the New England Patriots are going to walk over to New Denver Stadium, Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, and say, bring that ass here, boy. And they're going to punch your baby mamas in the mouth. And then they're going to look at Mark and be like, hey, baby, what's up? Boom. Lights out. But Man Hour Nation, let me ask you this question. Do you trust the Patriots' 8-0 road record, or do you believe that Denver's home field advantage decides this game? Drop your takes in the comments down below. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button, and remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time, right here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Now, this is a live interactive show right here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Let's get into those comments. My man, Jim Powell.
Pigskin pun. Get you some.
He says, is Drake Maye having a postseason Josh Allen was supposed to? Yes. I think everybody and their dog, Jim, expected Josh Allen to be in this exact situation. AFC Championship game, whether it was versus the Denver Broncos, whether it was versus the New England Patriots, it didn't matter. Everybody expected Josh Allen to roll through the playoffs. No Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson, no Patrick freaking Mahomes, baby. I miss you, baby. He'll be home soon. But yes, Drake Maye is proving that he can manage a NFL team. Drake Maye is proving that he can not lose you NFL playoff football games. Drake Maye is out there doing what is asked of him each and every day. Now, I'm not a Drake Maye fan by any stretch of the imagination. Matter of fact, Bruins Pride could probably tell you that I'm a Drake Maye hater because I'm not gobbling his nuts in my mouth 24/7. But I can tell you this, that Drake Maye has been very, very impressive. Since that first half of the game when they played against the LA Chargers, since then, he's been playing pretty damn good football. Now, you can say the second half versus the, who they play last week, guys? Name slip in my mind here. Shoot. Who did the Patriots play last week? Help me out. They played Chargers week 1, and then they play, the Houston Texans. The second half versus the Houston Texans was a little bit whatever, right? But Drake Maye was performing, right? Let him manage the game. Let him come out here and do his job. Let him not suck for 4 quarters versus the Denver Broncos. They're going to wax that ass, baby. So, yes, Jim, I do think Drake Maye is having the postseason that Josh Allen was supposed to have. We'll talk about Buffalo Bills coming up more here. John Peoples is a
pigskin pun. Get you some.
He says the Denver Broncos are a different squad without Bo Nix. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct, Old Man River. With Bo Nix not in the game, you're not going to have stupid-ass turnovers. You're not going to have stupid-ass fumbles. You're not going to have stupid-ass play calls. Jarrett Stidham is a veteran for a reason. Sean Payton got that head coaching job 3 years ago. His first signing when Sean Payton was named head coach was Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham was brought in for a reason, to be a great, valuable backup. He knows the system inside. He's been in the system for 3 years. He was a backup to Russell Wilson, been the backup for Bo Nix the last 2 seasons. Jarrett Stidham knows the system. There's a reason why he's still on the team. However, you are correct. I think play calling will be a lot more conservative. I think play calling for the Denver Broncos will be a lot more run and passing, not a lot of play action per se. They're going to rely very, very heavy on Patrick Surtain second. They're going to rely very, very heavy on that Denver Broncos defense. The best defense in the NFL, by the way. Now, the Patriots defense is no slouch ever, but it would not shock me one bit if we see a 6-10 score, a 6-9 score, a very low-scoring AFC Championship game. Some people might call it boring. But yes, Jarrett Stidham not in the roster is going to be a very, very different. Old Man River says, it won't matter. The Rams are winning the Super Bowl. We'll talk about the Rams. Talk about the Rams tomorrow, because I do like that. Marco says, talking too much trash. Pumping New England way too much. Am I really boasting on the New England Patriots right now? Am I really like gobbling them from my mouth right now, Marco? Because I think I've been pretty narrow split on them. Now, I'm obviously kind of leaning the New England Patriots way. I like the Patriots going into Mile High. I like the Patriots going in and waxing that ass. I like the New England Patriots defense. You know what the most slept on thing about the New England Patriots is their defense. Do you guys realize going into the postseason, they had the second-ranked defense in the NFL, behind only the Houston Texans. So their defense is better than the Denver Broncos. Their defense is better than the Chicago Bears. Their defense was better than the San Francisco 49ers, the Seahawks. So I'm not talking trash about the New England Patriots at all. Matter of fact, I'm putting the Patriots up on this pedestal. I am rooting for the Patriots. I want them to go to the Super Bowl. I want Drake Maye to have his time in the sun. Because honestly, F the Denver Broncos, F the Seattle Seahawks, F them both. Antonio Bruce says, bro, you are very, very dumb. Antonio, what am I dumb about? Narrow it down for me, and Antonio. You want to come in here and talk your shit, which I love it. Haters make us famous, right? Go ahead and talk your shit, but what am I being dumb about? What in this segment have I said wrong, Antonio? Have I said that the Denver Broncos defense has sucked? I did not. Did I say that New England Patriots defense has sucked? I did not. This is going to be probably a defensive shootout. Let's just be honest about it. Am I saying that Bo Nix is not as good as Jarrett Stidham? Or sorry, is Jarrett Stidham not as good as Bo Nix? I think Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix are kind of neck to neck, right? Now, obviously, Bo Nix is a little bit better because he's a starter. And I don't think Sean Payton would be that type of guy to be like, I drafted him, I gotta start him, right? I don't think he's that type of person. But what am I dumb about? And Antonio, give it to me, baby. And Old Man River says 21-17. 21-17, he says. Who was winning that game, Old Man River? Is that the Broncos or is that the Patriots? You guys that don't know, Old Man River John Peoples is a Las Vegas Raiders fan. So I highly doubt he's going for the New England Patriots the Denver Broncos right now. But hey, it is what it is. Marco Bill says, Bills came back for 18 down to beat the Patriots, but you're gobbling like Drake is Brady. No. I think Drake Maye is a game-managing quarterback, Marco. I think Bo Nix is a game-managing quarterback. Drake Maye does what is asked of him. He is asked to hand the ball off to Travion Hendrickson. He's asked to hand the ball off to Steve Stevenson. He's asked to play action pass to Stephon Diggs. That is what he is asked to do now. Sprinkle in a couple big plays here or there to Booty down the field for 50 yards or whatever it is. Once, maybe twice a game tops. Drake Maye is a game manager. There is a reason why I said Drake Maye is not winning the MVP. Because I think you plug and play any quarterback into Mike Vrabel's system right now with the New England Patriots defense, with their running game, and with the receiving core that they have, any quarterback in the NFL right now that's starting would have success. You can take Lamar Jackson, have success there. You can take Tua there, have success there. You can take Cam Ward right there and have success there. Brock Purdy is a game-managing quarterback. I am not gobbling him from any stretch of the imagination. Now, the Buffalo Bills did come back from 18 points down versus New England Patriots defense. You are 100% correct. You cannot fault that. What does old man River say? A sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while. The Patriots did not play a complete game that particular game. It is what it is. Pokemon TJ, what's up, man? He says, I'm going to be honest. That Broncos are going to win, and Seattle is going to win as well. LMAO. And honestly, if I did not hate the Denver Broncos so much, if I did not hate Mark so much, if I did not, if my Chiefs fandom could be curved just a little bit, I would root for the Denver Broncos to win the Super Bowl. I would root for the Denver Broncos to beat the Patriots and to beat the LA Rams in the Super Bowl. I would root for that because it would make me nothing else matter. The happiest I could ever be is watching the backup quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl, and then people still saying, oh, well, Bo Nix would have blew them out. Bo Nix would have done this. Stop it. Clearly, your defense won the championship. Clearly, the system won the system. Come on now. Old Man River says the Patriots are winning 21-17. That's a nice mediocre score. Maybe a little bit. Honestly, that's probably pretty close, right? My final score prediction, I'm picking 17-10. Patriots. That will be my first pick of the game. Chad Casey says idiot. No, Chad. There's 3 things in the world that are always wrong. Chads, Karens, and Jennifers. F them all. Chad, what am I an idiot about? Are you saying the Patriots are not going to go into Mile High Stadium and whoop that ass? Are you saying that the Patriots do not have a better defense than the Denver Broncos? Are you telling me that the Patriots don't have a better running game than the Denver Broncos? Are you telling me that the Patriots don't have better wide receivers than the Denver Broncos? Are you telling me that the Patriots do not have a better coach than the Denver Broncos? What am I an idiot about, Chad? Put some name on it. Put some letters out there, Chad. I'm waiting for you, buddy. Electro Restoration says, howdy, yo. What's up, Electro Restorations? Buddy. This offseason, we're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys every Tuesday and every Thursday. So you better be here, Electro Restoration, because I'm talking about your boys. The top 5 quarterback that he is will be right there. Dak Prescott. We'll be talking about those guys. Pokemon TJ says the Broncos will win 24-21. And I'm not mad about that, Pokemon TJ. I'm really not. Because honestly, this game could go either way. This game is going to come. This game is going to come down to a bad play call or a bad referee call. Meaning, let's just say this. Picture this in your mind. Patriots are driving down the field. They're up 21-17. 4 minutes left in the game. It's 3rd and 9. This pass seals the game. They win it. Lights out. Drake Maye drops back, passes it. Stephon Diggs has it, takes 2 steps, turns. The ball gets ripped out by Patrick Surtain II. And it's Buffalo Bills all over again. The Denver Broncos benefit from another bad referee call. Go down and win the game 24-21. That would not make me mad at all. As a matter of fact, I would love it. I would love it. But I just don't see the Patriots, the Broncos being that close, honestly. I don't know. Just saying. Pokemon TJ says the Seahawks and Rams 34-30. We're going to be talking about them tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, Pokemon TJ, at 7 p.m. East Coast time. And we're going to do a deep dive of those two games. And honestly, if the Seahawks do not hold the Rams under 20, it could be a long, long day. Jim Powell says the Broncos will not win based solely on the flow and rhythm without Nix. Bo Nix isn't everything, Jim. Bo Nix is a nice piece to have. Turn down the heater a little bit. Bo Nix is a nice quarterback. Nice pliable system. Nice game manager. But I think after the first quarter, I think Jerson would be just fine. Play calling will go back to normal, and there'll be rhythm. There'll be flow and rhythm. Just like that show on Hustle and Flow, right? Marco says, if Broncos do come out victorious on Sunday, will you own your pick and apologize for your salty opinion? Of course. Marco, you are new here to the Man Hour Nation. I always eat my crow. Matter of fact, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, was it 2 weeks ago? Matter of fact, it was probably this day 3 weeks ago. I sat right here and I said, the Chicago Bears going to be one and done. Jordan Love's going to walk into Soldier Field and wax that ass. Jordan Love's going to go for 300-plus yards, throw 4 touchdowns. He's going to be the man that makes the legend. Boy, was I patting my chest that first half. Woo, baby. I had my I had my notes all written out, and then the third quarter came up. Shit. Motherfucker. But yes, I always own up to my picks. I always eat my crow. It's not very often that I do eat my crow. But yes, Marco, I do eat my crow. And Electro Trade says 2026 all over again. Was that the year that Manning beat the Patriots? Pretty sure, right? Bruins Prod, there you are, buddy. He says Drake Maye is not the MVP. What's up, Bruin Prod? What's up? TJ says, let's go Orange Crush. Home field advantage. Let's do this. Absolutely right, TJ. The Broncos do have the home field advantage. They have won 15 of their last 18 home games. That is tough. And you arguably have the best lockdown corner in all of football, Patrick Surtain II. Boy, when he is on the field, the whole defense feels different. The whole team feels different. Let's just be honest about that. Honest about that. It's not going to be any cakewalk for Drake Maye and the New England Patriots. But yes, go Broncos. Home field advantage is a real deal. D Bruins 2417 says, what are you left wing beta poo-poo butts going to do without football? We are going to talk about next season. We are going to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders fumbling the first overall pick. We are going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys fumbling their 2 first-round picks. We're going to talk about the KFC Chiefs going to the moon, baby. Get out of here, D Bruins, or D Burris, whatever your name. Get out of here with that. Football's always around. We love football. TJ says, of course the bad call will be with us. Broncos, why not? They calling the bad calls on us. So, TJ, I think first of all, I am a Chiefs fan, obviously, right? Kansas City Chiefs are my heart. I was born and raised in KC Mo and Kansas City till I die, right? With that being said, I feel that every year the ball bounces a team's way. Last season was the Kansas City Chiefs. The year before that was the Philadelphia Eagles. The year before that was the Kansas City Chiefs yet again. This year, I feel like the Denver Broncos are getting a lot of benefit of the calls, right? It goes from team to team, team to team to team. And if a fan cannot see that, they got blinders on. They're 100% biased. Now, the Buffalo Bills have been on the short end of that stick a lot. A lot. Is that just bad luck? Is that bad coaching? Is that is it karma? Like, I don't know. But yes, every year I feel like a different team gets the benefit of the doubt. From the Kansas City Chiefs to the Eagles to the Broncos this year. The year before that, you could say the Buccaneers had it. Just goes in cycles. It is what it is. D. Bruin says, let's have a reading contest. Okay. What is that going to prove? Broncos and Rams Super Bowl. I would not be mad about that. I mean, obviously, the Rams were my Super Bowl pick back in July, back in June. I want the Rams to be successful, but I would not be mad about that. Pretty much anybody but the Seahawks at this point, right? Jim Powell says, Broncos fan color with white crowns and regular copy paper. And then they eat the white crowns and wonder why they don't have any white crown left, right? It's Stiddy time, baby, says TJ. So I believe I was getting my hair cut this afternoon, and they had the Pat McAfee show on, and they had J.J. Watt on, I think it was. Can't remember. But either way, they said they don't call him Stidham at the locker room, they call him Stiddy. And that's got to be like the coolest nickname ever. Stiddy. Let's go, Stiddy. Let's get this victory. Man, that sounds a lot better in my head. But yes, I would love to see Jarrett Stidham go out there and beat the Patriots, honestly. But I just think my heart or my gut tells me that the Patriots aren't going to win. TJ says we lead the NFL with home victories. You have won 15 of the last 18. That is tough. Electro Restoration says us boys ain't going to fumble. Hopefully, one of them hostile bait boys will be ours. So Electro Restoration is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And Old Man River is an Alabama fan. So, Electro Restorations, you know damn well that the Dallas Cowboys should not be getting Ohio State boys. Don't get anybody from Ohio State. If you play that Ohio State, don't go to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you're an SEC team, Dallas Cowboys will be all over you. Anybody from Bama is going to have a great NFL career, right, Old Man River? It is what it is. Nate does HVAC 83. What's up, Nate? He says, who day, let's fucking go. Joe Burrow is my source of joy. Well, Nate, Joe Burrow is the most overrated, overhyped, overpaid quarterback in the entire NFL. The man is never on the field. The man is he's just so hyped up over the silliest things in the world. Like, what? Come on, get out of here, that Joe Burrow crap. I mean, I live an hour from Cincinnati, and I don't hate the Bengals. I just Joe Burrow's overrated. Let's just say that. David says Pats, Rams, and this time the Rams win. I like it. I like it. Oh, I like it. Old Man River says, I'm thinking the Rams, Pats, Super Bowl. Not too bad. Nate does HVAC 83 says, damn, I just saw the KC thing behind you. KC's my favorite team to play as a Bengals fan. And honestly, what was it, 2022? 21 when you guys went to Super Bowl and played the Rams? And the mayor of Cincinnati said Burrowhead West or some shit like that. And then the next year, the Kansas City Chiefs whooped that ass. And I actually have a T-shirt that has Travis Kelce's face says Burrowhead my ass or something. It's really funny. It is like a ha-ha funny. But yes, as a Chiefs fan, I see you there. As a Chiefs fan, there are teams that I love to play outside of the division. The Buffalo Bills, which I'm getting kind of tired of them playing every single year for last 6 years, whatever it's been. And then the Bengals. I do like playing the Bengals. It's kind of like a weird rivalry. I don't get it. And then he said, first of all, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. And Nate says, overrated. He diced you up how many times? Diced me up as a Kansas City Chiefs fan once. It was the AFC Championship game. You guys came to Arrowhead, and you put that belt to ass. It is what it is. But do you have one of these? This is a Super Bowl championship flag. This is a back-to-back Super Bowl championship flag. I got another championship flag right there. Do you have any of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Meaning, if if you don't, it is what it is. It is what it is. The Nocturnal Gamer, what's up, man? He says the Rams winning it all. It would not upset me. I had the Rams and Steelers in the Super Bowl back in June, and the Steelers did not do what they're supposed to do, aka win a freaking playoff game. But hey, we digress from that. But yes, I like the Rams. Nate says Burrow still beat you all the times pivotal moments than Mahomes has. So Nate, you are correct there. So let's flash back to last season. We had the Ravens, we had the Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills, all in the playoffs in the wild card game, right? And I said it here on the Man Hour that this is a perfect triangular situation, right? Because as a Chiefs fan, I wanted to play the Buffalo Bills because I think that we could have beat the Buffalo Bills. But I did not want to play the Baltimore Ravens because I think the Baltimore Ravens would have beat us in the championship game. Just like the Buffalo Bills wanted to play the Ravens because they could beat the Ravens, but they could not beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, let's throw Cincinnati into that mix. Take the Bengals out. You are correct. The Bengals do have the Kansas City Chiefs number as of late. Chiefs still beat the Bills, but the Bills beat the Cincinnati Bengals. That's just the way the NFL works, and I absolutely love the NFL, and that's why I love the NFL. Now, we won the home to secure the AFC North in the championship game that year. But then you played the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium for the AFC Championship game, right? And beat us. By 2 touchdowns, wasn't it? Pretty sure. I can't remember. Been so long ago. Too many championships ago. Bro, you talking about Super Bowls with the Cincinnati fan because it got so deep. Hey, Nate, we have Buffalo Bills fans. We got Alpha Rob. We got my man Carson Lang. Who else we got? Buffalo Bills fans. Talking Super Bowls to Buffalo Bills fans, that hurts. 4 times you've been there, couldn't win. How about this? We had Detroit Lions fans here. We got Old Man River here. We got John here. We got what's his name? James. Detroit Lions fan as well. A regular here. They don't get the Super Bowl at all. So yeah, I do got to pound my chest a little bit. David said, Chiefs down season. Are they going to bounce back? The division is getting better. So, David, I'm glad you asked that question because as a Chiefs fan, I was a Chiefs fan since I was a little lad. I am 35 years old now, 36 years old. How old am I? 36 years old. We have had, the Kansas City Chiefs have always been kind of that mediocre team, right? 6 to 9 wins is pretty good. On a good year, we got the 11 wins, right? Hell, that one year we went 13-3 with wasn't Alex Smith our quarterback? It was between Matt Castle and Alex Smith. Who was our quarterback that year? Was it Trent Green? I don't know. Either way, we went 13-3, won the division, and the Indianapolis Colts walk in and wax that ass, right? It's been so bad, right? But lately, it's been a lot of fun being a Chiefs fan. 13, 14, 15 wins, 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. It's been a lot of fun. However, sometimes you got to cut the grass down low, look like shit to get that full green grass. What do I mean by that? The Kansas City Chiefs needed this down year. The Kansas City Chiefs, matter of fact, they needed a down year last year. Last year, the ball bounced our way a lot. We got a lot of good calls. We got a lot of good bounces. We were 11-0 in one score games, right? There was a lot of things going the Kansas City Chiefs' way last season until it's the Super Bowl. We just got, yes, Daddy, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to. But yes, I do think the Kansas City Chiefs will bounce back. Will they have that sustained dominance for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years? Absolutely not. Now, every time we put stock into the AFC West, it was the year that Andy Reid was there, just got a Harbaugh, Sean Payton was there, and then Pete Carroll, not Pete Carroll. Was it John Gruden was the Raiders coach before that? We're like, this is the year that the AFC is going to blow up. This is the year the AFC West, all 4 teams are going to make it to the Super Bowl, whatever, yada, yada, yada. You had the Chiefs and then everybody else. So with that being said, every time we start to put stock into the AFC West, into the Broncos, into the Chargers, Chiefs, hell, the Raiders in general, you always have that one team and then the rest. Now, do I think it's going to be consistently be the Kansas City Chiefs? No. I do think the Denver Broncos are here to stay for a while. That defense is going to be sustained for a long, long time. As long as Patrick Surtain is on the field and Vance Joseph is the defensive coordinator in Denver, they're going to do a lot of good things. They're going to be competitive. 9, 10, 11, 12 wins every year from here on out, as long as he is there, Vance Joseph. However, the Chargers, Mike McDaniel's hiring is awesome, right? I have that in the rundown to talk about. The hiring or the rumored hiring of Mike McDaniel is awesome in LA. Mike McDaniel was a great offensive coordinator in San Francisco. Not very good head coach. I've said this many times. There are certain people out there that are meant to be defensive coordinators. Brian Flores, Steve Spagnuolo, Eric Bieniemy, Vance Joseph. You can put Jonathan Gannon in there. They are meant to be coordinators, not so good head coaches. So Mike McDaniel is a great coordinator. That's what I'm trying to say. So in a roundabout way, I do see the Kansas City Chiefs bouncing back. Will it be this season, week 1? No. I think this year, meaning 2026 NFL season, they're going to be a 500 team. 7, 8, 9 wins. That is right where they're going to be. They're going to be in the playoff hunt, but probably on the outside looking in, missing the playoff twice in 2 years, right? You can't put Mahomes in the GOAT conversation if he does it, right? Yeah, whatever. I get it. But 2027, once Travis Kelce is gone, once that excitement that Jollick is all gone, the Swifties are all gone, we get Kyle Pitts come to Kansas City or draft a tight end, whatever. Patrick Mahomes is now a full season back from the ACL. Then I think the Kansas City Chiefs will bounce back. But yes, the division is getting a hell of a lot better. John says, I'm hoping the officiating doesn't determine the games. It will. 100%. The officiating will determine the games. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It will determine. Whether it's the Rams game, whether it's the Broncos game, one of the games is going to be decided by officiating in the last 5 minutes of the game. That's what it is. Seahawks are red hot, baby. You're right. You're right. Seahawks are them. However, can Sam Darnold handle a little bit of pressure in the Rams? That is what we're going to talk about tomorrow about them. Nate says the Bengals, the Reds, anything from Cincinnati, major letdown because the ownership is so pathetic. I do like the Reds baseball stadium, though. I believe it was 2019 because my little man was 2. My wife and my little man went to Red Stadium. Forget the name of it. Great American Ballpark, or something, right? We saw Alex Gordon's last game there. It was a great little thing up there. Old member says, hate Peyton if you will. He's a decent coach. Is he? Is he? Is he? Guys, let's get into some cold, hard facts.
No sugar, no spice, no sweet disguise. The truth is a blade that cuts through lies. No fluff, no frills, just a raw steel bite. Cold hard facts, they don't play nice. Sharp as ice, no need to think twice. Cold hard facts, they hit, they slice. All truth, no fluff, no.
Alrighty, Man Hour Nation, it is time for some cold, hard facts. If you've not seen this segment before, guys, here's how it works. I'm going to lay out some Drake's facts. No fluff, no sugarcoat, just real, undeniable truth about what's going on around the NFL world. Guys, we're talking about the cold, hard facts. Cut through all that noise, cut through all the fluff, get through what is true, what's happening, what's real. Known from today, here, guys, is a cold, hard facts to take it to the base. So buckle up. About to drop some knowledge.
Facts, they don't play nice. Sharp as ice, no need to think twice. Cold hard facts, they hit, they slice. All truth, no fluff, no dice.
Alrighty, guys, so the first cold, hard fact of the day. Drake Maye is him. Drake Maye is that dude. Guys, the cold, hard fact is simple. Drake Maye is that dude. And if you're only looking at the box score from Sunday, you're missing the entire point. Yes, he fumbled the ball 4 times. Yes, he lost 2 of them. That cannot happen against the Denver Broncos, period. But here's the part that people are simply skipping over. In miserable conditions, with the game speeding up, pressure coming from everywhere, no margin for error, Drake Maye didn't fold. Matter of fact, he responded. Let's be clear. Ball security matters. It matters a lot. You cannot put the ball on the ground 4 times in the NFL and expect to win consistently. But here's what separates quarterbacks and how they respond after their mistakes. Drake Maye didn't start playing scared. He didn't start forcing throws. He didn't shrink. Instead, he threw 3 touchdowns. Not checkdowns, not gimmicks, NFL throws. 32-yard touchdown to Boudier? Booty, I know. I like to say Boudier. It's cool. That wasn't luck. That was arm talent, timing, and confidence. One hand, perfect placement. Only a guy could get it. And the touchdown to Stephon Diggs, that ball cut through defenders and landed exactly where it needed to. Fingertips, end zone, 6 points. Those are not throws that only quarterbacks with real juice make. That's not second-year panic. That's not rookie panic. That's veteran composure. Now, hear me clearly. MVP isn't about perfect games. MVP is not about being hero. MVP is about being in control. And despite the turnovers, this was a controlled performance. Strong arm, even stronger decision-making, no reckless hero ball, no emotional spiral. That's what makes Drake Maye an MVP candidate. Not stats, the way he possesses the game when things go wrong. Young quarterbacks usually unravels in games like this. Drake Maye adjusted. This is what Patriots fans have been waiting for since Tom Brady has left. Not just talent, but command. Drake Maye is learning in real time. He's making mistakes, he's owning them, and still evaluating the offense. You fix the fumbles with coaching. You cannot coach the arm. You cannot teach that calm. That's why this game matters more than the mistakes. So here's a question for you, Man Hour Nation. Would you rather have a clean quarterback who doesn't make those throws or a young franchise quarterback who makes mistakes but still controls the game? Because the cold hard fact is this. Drake Maye showed exactly why the Patriots believe he's the future and why the league should be paying attention. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time, right here at youtube.com/manhour. John People says, Denver wins if Knicks plays. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But the next cold hard fact, guys, is simple. The cold hard fact is this. Matthew Stafford is still that guy. Matthew Stafford is still the man, the myth, the legend. Matthew Stafford is still him. And if you needed one throw to remind you of that, who he is, it happened in overtime. Game on the line, bad weather, no margin for error. Matthew Stafford steps back, rips a 12-yard laser to the left sideline. Perfect timing, perfect placement to Devontae Adams, drags both feet in bounds, just diving past the defender, inches from the boundary. That throw? And that might be the best pass Matthew Stafford has thrown all season long. Guys, let's talk about the difficulty. That wasn't a wide open window. It wasn't a busted coverage. That was anticipation, touch, arm strength, and trust, all in one moment. Quarterbacks either make that throw or they don't even attempt it. Not only did Matthew Stafford attempt it, he nailed it. That's first-team All-Pro stuff. That's MVP-level quarterbacking stuff right there. And let's just be honest. This wasn't a clean game. Matthew Stafford fumbled the ball twice, but here's a key detail that people skipped. He never lost neither of them. And more importantly, 0 interceptions. In that brutal weather, In the tight game, in high leverage moments, Matthew Stafford did his thing. Veteran quarterbacks understand situational football. Matthew Stafford protected the ball, protected the game, and delivered when it matters as most. That's not flashy, but it's winning football. It's MVP level football. MVP is about perfect stats every week. It's about moments. It's about control. It's about composure. It's about the calmest person in the chaos. And Matthew Stafford checks all those boxes. Late game throws, third down conversions, overtime confidence. He's just not managing the game. He's finishing them. And when the conditions got even uglier, he got sharper. That's why the Rams trust him. That's why teammates believe in him. And that's why defenses still respect him. Matthew Stafford isn't hanging on. He is surviving. He's commanding. And that overtime throw, that's the kind of moment that wins awards and championships. Man, our nation, here's a question for you. How many quarterbacks in the league are you trusting to make that throw in overtime, in that weather, with everything on the line? Because the cold hard fact is this. Matthew Stafford is still elite. And this season, he is playing like an MVP. Guys, subscribe. Hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at YouTube.com. Now, this is a live interactive show, so let's get into your comments. Ron Green, what's up, man? He says, Maye has in the playoffs so far. 4 passing touchdowns, 0 rushing touchdowns, 6 fumbles, 3 lost, and 2 interceptions. Maye as MVP is a bit of a stretch. Patriots D is for real. Ron Green, you're not wrong. However, MVP is a regular season award. Now, I think there should be 2 MVPs. A regular season MVP and then a postseason MVP. But that's just me. That's just me. Next cold hard fact of the day, guy, is CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud. Guys, the cold hard fact is CJ Stroud played himself into serious doubt, and Houston cannot ignore it anymore. This wasn't just a bad playoff game. This was a warning flare sent up multiple times. 4 interceptions in the first half against the New England Patriots. One of them flat out gifted. Tossed the ball up in the air as the defender closed in, returned for a touchdown, pick 6. At one point, you honestly had to ask yourself the unthinkable. Would the Texans be better off turning to Davis Mills at halftime? I posted it on Facebook, said, put Davis Mills in, for crying out loud. That is how bad it got for C.J. Stroud against the New England Patriots. But here's the part that here's the part that Houston Texans fans don't want to hear. This didn't come out of nowhere. Against the Steelers back in the wild card ring, Stroud fumbled 5 times and threw an interception. The only reason why Houston survived that game was because the defense carried him. Simple as that. Yes, it happened in the playoffs, but that's the problem. When you have an elite, all-world defense, your quarterback's job is simple. Protect the ball, don't panic, don't be a reason why you lose. C.J. Stroud did the exact opposite. He panicked, he turned the ball over. He's the reason why they lost to the New England Patriots. This version of C.J. Stroud doesn't look like the rookie phenom we saw a couple years ago. The calm is gone. The processing speed is slower. The decisions are simply reckless. Throwing into coverage, forcing plays that aren't there, playing hero ball behind a defense that never asked you for it. This is not growth. This is regression. And it's been happening all season long, just not in the playoffs. Guys, let's call a spade a spade. Let's call it how we see it. Stroud has never rediscovered the excellence he showed as a rookie. As a rookie, offensive rookie of the year. Poised, efficient, and control. Since then, up and down play. Turnovers in big moments. Inconsistency from week to week, hell, from series to series. And now Houston has to stare down the hardest question in football. Should we pay C.J. Stroud? Stroud is eligible for an extension this offseason. And here's the cold reality. You don't hand out franchise quarterback money hoping things figure themselves out. The Texans have to ask themselves, are we paying the rookie version of C.J. Stroud or the quarterback that we just watched in the playoffs turn over 10 times in 2 weeks? Because if it's the latter, that comfort becomes an anchor fast. This offseason isn't about hype. It's about evaluation, film, and hard conversations. Houston defense is championship ready. Their quarterback, their offense is not. Man, our nation, here's a question for you. Do the Texans double down on C.J. Stroud and hope he finds it again? Or do they slow play the extension and protect themselves from a massive mistake? Guys, because the cold hard fact is this. CJ Stroud went from unquestionably franchise quarterback to the biggest offseason question mark. And Houston can't afford to get this wrong. Subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, guys, we're live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time. Until then, guys, we out.